So recently, my man Samuel L. Jackson, y'all know Sam, right? He was on Jimmy Fallon, and Jimmy pulled out this list of people who have cursed more than anyone else on screen. And naturally, you would think that that honor would go to Samuel L. Jackson, right? No, it went to Jonah Hill, of all people. Jonah Hill. So apparently, Jonah Hill has sworn 376 times. Right behind him is Leonardo DiCaprio at 361. Ironically, both of those guys were in The Wolf of Wall Street. Sam, meanwhile, racked up a total of 301 curses. When Sam found out this news, he replied the only way that Sam could and said, "That's some bullshit." Oh man, Sam, we love you here at DYSG. It really doesn't matter how many times you have sworn. You are our Nick Fury. You are our Mace Windu. You are one of the GOATs in this game. And it doesn't matter how many times a motherfucker says motherfucker. Nobody says motherfucker the way this motherfucker says motherfucker. Thank you, Sam. We appreciate you here at DYSG. Ladies and gentlemen, blurs and nerds, freaks and geeks, this is Do You Speak Geek? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Nix back again for another podcast. This is episode 113 of DYSG. I am your host, Nix. Shout out to everybody who has been rocking with us thus far. Y'all are my family. Y'all my people. I love y'all. And for those who have just joined us for the first time, welcome to Do You Speak Geek? This is the podcast where we bring you all the latest and greatest inside of the geek realm with news and reviews. So wherever you get your podcast, whether it be the home team Spreaker, shout out to the home team, or if you have other podcast outlets, whether it be Apple Podcasts, Google, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast, look for Do You Speak Geek and hit that subscribe. Appreciate you. DoYouSpeakGeek.com, the central hub for everything DYSG. We got blogs, we got merch, we got photos, we got videos. New website updates coming soon, so be on the lookout for those. But for now, hit up DoYouSpeakGeek.com and buy some merch. Maybe even save it as a favorite. Follow us on social media at Facebook, DYSGFB, Twitter at DYSG_tweets, and Instagram, TikTok, and Quirk Chat at DoYouSpeakGeek. If you follow our Instagram right now, there's a photo. It is giving you instructions on how you can win the gift bag. And I mean to tell y'all, this is a packed bag full of stuff for our 3-year anniversary giveaway. So be sure to check that photo out, follow the instructions, and enter yourself to win. YouTube, the only place where you can find the Donna and Daddy Show. Please be sure to like, subscribe, Hulk, smash that bell for all notifications, and leave your comments. We want to know what you guys think. Not a really big story this week, but we got a lot of news to cover, y'all. So strap in, grab yourself a Snickers, because you're going to be here a while. Let's go ahead and do what we do about this time, people. Let's speak geek.
Suit up.
I wanna be the very best.
Talk nerdy to me.
Are you ready? We got reviews coming at you at rapid fire. WWE 2K22. Tremendous leap forward compared to 2K20. The action is a lot faster, more pick up and play friendly. 160 plus wrestlers have never looked better with the roster, and the additional of the My GM mode rounds out for a very well-rounded offering for just about every type of wrestling fan. So if you're wondering if it's better than that predecessor, it is, and it slaps. Get it. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. Now, this is a complex film that encompasses a variety of subjects, but it does justice to each of them with a very carefully written script, marvelous performances, and a healthy dose of bizarre humor to counter its bleak story. Michelle Yeoh in particular gives a powerhouse performance in a story that puts a fresh and welcome spin on the idea of the multiverse. This debut at South by Southwest, people, this one is nuts. Check this out. Human Resources season number 1. Fans of Big Mouth should definitely check this out with this spin-off. Expand on the original show's mythology while maintaining its absurd, crude, and refreshing sense of humor. Over-the-top jokes combined with heartfelt personal dramas to produce an emotional roller coaster worthy of a show about out-of-control avatars of human feelings. It stays in that same vein, but it's pretty good. Turning Red. This one was really fun. I had fun watching this one with Dono. A story of magical transformation as a metaphor for personal and cultural change. Turning Red is Pixar's funniest and most imaginative film in years. It captures the wild energy of adolescence, uses pop stars as a timeless window into puberty, and tells a tale of friendship and family in the most delightful, kid-friendly way. It's pretty much Teen Wolf, but it still is amazing. Check it out when you get a chance. The Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. That sounds like an amazing thing, right? It's a powerhouse. It doesn't really do anything different from before. It's pretty much a note. I mean, it's elegant, the design, the way the photos and screen show up, it's great. It's a little hard to get excited for a phone not doing too much new though. But at the same time, great phone. If you're an Android person, like myself, get your hands on one. And finally, The Adam Project. It's a thoughtful, witty mashup of all the movies from your childhood. It's Back to the Future meets The Last Starfighter with a slew of wonderful performances from a cast that clearly loves the concept as much as fans do. Ryan Reynolds is on top form, while Walker Scobell matches him punch for punch with a grateful debut performance. The Adam Project is a love letter to the family sci-fi flicks of the 70s and 80s, packed full of Amblin-like charm. Yo, this one was good. Y'all check this one out, y'all get a chance. It's an amazing movie. Ryan Reynolds, you did your thing, fam. Absolutely. Let's hop into my favorite portion of the show. Y'all know the vibes. Source Wall.
Can you read, my son?
Well, that depends.
There is nothing wrong with reading a story and looking at the pictures.
Enough said, Stan. The pull list this week, we have Nightwing 90. Nightwing's my guy, y'all know that. A Nightwing and Wally West story, part 1 of 2. When it's easier to go by Bagels as Nightwing than Dick Grayson because everyone is either trying to get him for his money or kill him for the price on his head, Nightwing realizes he'll need to enlist the help of his Teen Titan friends as bodyguards, and the first to volunteer is, of course, his best friend Wally West, aka The Flash. Nice team up here. I miss these guys together. Robins number 5. Trapped in a virtual prison, the Robins must face down their own gauntlet of bad memories. Every step takes place further and further into the fabricated realities of no escape in sight. Can the Robins break free from their tragic past, or will they be lost forever to their former lives? If this is Jason Todd, I'm sorry, but I don't like his chances. Anyway, Carnage number 1. The blood-curdling Carnage series you've been waiting for. Ram V has carved a perfect home for himself in the symbiote corner of the Marvel Universe, and in this all-new ongoing series starring Venom's most notorious offspring, that corner is about to get even bigger and bloodier. After the revelations of Carnage Forever, in a year that's set to be a celebration of all things Carnage, this is one symbiote story you cannot afford to miss. Oh man, this Cletus Cassidy, man, psycho of all psychos. I think he's probably a bigger psycho than Joker. What do you guys think? And finally, we have the Scorched number 3. The Scorched team is still on the ground in Russia, but now they are the hunted. Y'all better get out of there. I ain't heard what's going on lately. Get out of there, please. Come on, Scorched. Those are my picks for this Source Wall Wednesday, and please be sure to pick up those and any others this Wednesday at your local comic book store. Now in Source Wall news, DC announces the inaugural class of the Milestone Initiative Talent Development Program. DC Comics has set up a program to help cultivate the next generation of Black and diverse comic book creators. DC and Milestone Media, in collaboration with Ally, are launching the Milestone Initiative Talent Development Program. The inaugural class has been officially announced, with their studies commencing on March 15th. The 10-week program will offer participants opportunities to learn from industry experts and sharpen their storytelling skills as they transition to comic book storytellers. Experts and speakers across from DC, Warren Media, Milestone Media, Ally, and the Kubert School will address participants and provide insight into building a career in the comic book industry and elevating their voices as underrepresented talent. Programming will focus on the history of comic books, creating content that spans cultural differences, incorporating dynamic perspectives to create a better product, navigating the industry as an underrepresented talent, learning best practices for financial and entrepreneurial success, and much more. Now, this inaugural class is a dope one for one reason in particular. Shout out to my man Greg Burnham from out in GA. That name should sound familiar to you if you're a fan of DYSG. Ever heard of Tuskegee Airs? Shout out to my guy. Do your thing and you better kill it out there, boy. You better kill it. Can't wait to see what great things come from you and all the other participants in this initiative program. Gonna be dope. Let's watch this.
Watch this, y'all.
Thunder!
Lannister always pays his debts.
Whoa, dude.
I am the villain of the story.
All right, peeps. A God of War TV series is in the works at Amazon Prime Video, potentially expanding their video game TV series lineup with none other than God of War in the live-action series. According to Deadline, Prime Video is in talks with PlayStation to adapt God of War as a live-action TV series. The Expanse creators and executive producers Mark Fergus and Hawk Oxley, as well as the Wheel of Time producer Rafia Judkins, are all looking to join the adaptation. If finalized, God of War will join The Last of Us and Twisted Metal as the latest PlayStation executive exclusives to make the jump to live-action TV, not counting some of the other flagship games adapted to the big screen like Uncharted and the upcoming Ghost of Tsushima movie. God of War TV series. What is that gonna look like? All I know is Hellspawn cosplay for Kratos. That's my pick. The Muppets Mayhem is a brand new series coming to Disney Plus. So everyone knows the Muppets Mayhem is the band that comes out of the Electric Mayhem band coming out of the Muppets. This new show will be called The Muppets Mayhem, starring Lily Singh in the human lead role. According to Disney Plus, the Muppets Mayhem will take audiences on a musical-filled journey as the Electric Mayhem band swaps the stage for the studio to record their first ever album with the support of a young music executive named Nora, played by Lily, who will manage to wrangle all the mayhem that comes from working with the group. The old school Muppet band will take the spotlight in the new series, with Dr. Teeth heading up the group's vocals and keyboards, Animal taking to the drums, Floyd Pepper on vocals and bass, and Janice on vocals and lead guitar, Zoot on saxophone, and Lips on trumpet as they rock and roll their way through the current day music scene in a quest to try and finally go platinum. This is going to be hilarious. I cannot wait. This one's going to be funny as hell. This is going to be dope. I can't wait to see this one. The Walking Dead Maggie and Negan spinoff officially announced by AMC. Lauren Cohen's Maggie and Jeffrey Dean Morgan's Negan will star in a new spinoff series set in the Walking Dead universe. AMC Networks has greenlit the franchise's 6th scripted series, Isle of the Dead, for a 6-episode first season set to premiere on AMC and AMC Plus in 2023. The Walking Dead Universe Chief Content Officer Scott Gimple oversees the spinoff from showrunner Eli Jornet as part of an overall deal with AMC Studios. Jornet, a writer-producer of The Walking Dead and stars Heels, will executive produce with Cohen and Morgan. Maybe not so much Maggie, because, I don't know. I like Maggie, but sometimes to me she gets a little boring, but come on now. Another show? Y'all can give me more Negan? The man's got layers. Yes, I will be checking this one out, absolutely. So the Warner Brothers has shifted some dates as far as their movies go. DC and Warner Brothers announced a slew of delays and films that are going to be shifted around. Now, a lot of those are DC properties. In fact, most of them are DC properties. Let's go through the list real quick. Aquaman 2 has been delayed from December 2022 to now March 17th, 2023. Black Adam has been pushed back from July 2022 to October 21st, 2022. So a few months there. The Flash has now been moved from November of this year to June 23rd of 2023. Oh, 6 months plus. DC League of Super Pets, starring Johnson as the super pet dog Crypto, has been pushed back from May 2022 to July 29th, 2022. Wonka, the Charlie and Chocolate Factory prequel starring Timothy Chalamet, has been pushed back from March 2023 to December 15th, 2023. However, Shazam! Fury of the Gods has been moved up, and instead of premiering in the mid-2023, it will now debut on December 16th of this year. And finally, The Meg, which will premiere on August 4th, 2023 with Jason Statham, has been pushed back, returning for more giant shark action. So what do you guys think of the shakeup? You think this is a delay? Think there's some bad things going on in the Warner Brothers? Do you think DC still sucks? If you do, get out of here. DC gonna get it together, y'all. They're gonna get it together one day. But I think the pushbacks are good. I want them to make sure they put on a good quality film, whether it be for whatever reason, whether it's virtual effects, CGI, whether it's for scripting purposes, they have cameos they have to get through, whatever the case may be. Get it right before you just put it out. Absolutely. I'm 100% fine with this. Now, this news story here definitely has the high ground. Obi-Wan Kenobi first trailer has been revealed. It showed the annual shareholders meeting with the first look at Ewan McGregor reprising a role as the famed Jedi Master. This first trailer offers a dark look at the galaxy far, far away. The Empire is ascended and Obi-Wan has gone into hiding. In the trailer, we see the new Inquisitor in action, imposing a dark order over the galaxy. The trailer shows some familiar faces like Uncle Owen, played once again by Joel Edgerton. He's taking in a young Luke Skywalker who can also be seen briefly in the trailer. However, the new characters are also front and center, such as the Force-sensitive Inquisitor Reva, played by Moses Ingram. Reva is seen threatening Owen and other residents nearby, presumably while hunting down Jedi. In fact, hunting the remaining Jedi appears to be one of the primary conflicts of the Obi-Wan series. Several Inquisitors are seen gathering and likely chasing Jedi on the run, and a voiceover makes it clear that the Jedi and the Empire's primary target is Obi-Wan. I am excited for the series. I cannot wait until May. Let's go. And finally, we have The Boys Season 3 trailer revealed at South by Southwest. A brand new teaser for the third season of The Boys was revealed during the South by Southwest panel, and it teases some of the chaos that will be on display when the Prime Video series returns on June 3rd. Set to Imagine Dragons' Bones, the teaser features new and returning faces, and even with a glimpse of Jensen Ackles' Soldier Boy, not to be confused with Soulja Boy with hits like Crank That. Season 3 of The Boys will contain 8 episodes, and a new episode will air every Friday until the season finale on July 8th. On June 3rd, the first 3 episodes will be released to get ready for this new season. Fans will definitely want to check out The Boys Presents Diabolical, as the finale is canon and connects to season 3. Y'all, this show gets wilder and crazier every single season. I expect nothing less. Let's go. Let's keep The Boys run it up. Run the scoreboard up for The Boys. Let's go. Let's hop into some life.
Peace, love, and video
That man is playing Galaga.
All right, gamers, great news. Great news. Gotham Knights finally has a release date. WB Montreal has finally announced a release date for Gotham Knights, the co-op DC Heroes game, which features Batgirl, Robin, Nightwing, and Red Hood, will release on October 25th. The release date, which has been long awaited, was announced on Twitter by the official Gotham Knights account. Oh, thank God. So we're going to get Gotham Knights this year on October 25th, and I can't wait. I hope this game has a lot to offer. I hope we get to see more footage than what we saw from Fandom. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see in the coming months. But at least now we know when it's coming. And I'm excited. Last little bit we got here, people, is the State of Play from March 2022. PlayStation definitely brought the fire with this one again, so let's go ahead and run down some of the things that were discussed. Exo Primal is a brand new IP from Capcom that has some serious Dino Crisis vibes, including an homage to the trailer. Dino Crisis is a survival horror series where instead of facing hordes of zombies, it's dinosaurs. This game definitely gives off similar vibes to Capcom's dominant IP. The game also seems to feature online multiplayer, so you'll be able to take down hundreds of dinos alongside your friends. We don't have an exact release date yet, but we know it's coming to PS5 and PS4 sometime next year. Now, this newly announced Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Collector's Edition features 13 classic TMT games, and yes, one of those is definitely Turtles in Time. Urgh. Also shown in the State of Play trailer with the Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters, the arcade game, Back from the Sewer, Fall of the Foot Clan, the Manhattan Project, Radical Rescue, and the Hyperstone. The game's coming to all consoles this year. So excited. You can play as 50 different characters from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure universe in the upcoming fighting game, JoJo's All-Star Battle R. Couldn't say that fast. Just a quick look at the trailer shows all the personalities and wackiness from the anime, and it seems to be intact for this fight. This game is coming to all major platforms this fall. Get ready for that. Now, if you're a fan of Godzilla Destroy All Monsters, you're probably going to like footage of Giga Bash. It's a kaiju brawler coming to PS5 and PS4 this year. The gameplay footage shows off top-down 4-player battles between giant kaiju monsters that evoke the likes of Godzilla and friends. What's better, the fight scenes take place among skyscrapers and other locations that get absolutely wrecked during battles. Gundam Evolution was previously announced for Japan, but now it's been confirmed for a Western release in latter 2022. The game is a 6v6 competitive online first-person shooter featuring the giant mechs you'd expect from the Gundam name. We've also learned that there is a network test coming this spring for players in the United States and Japan. It will launch on PS4, 5, Xbox Series XS, One, and PC. The Diofield Chronicle is a brand new strategy RPG from Square Enix coming to PS4 and 5 later this year. This is truly a 3D take on the strategy game, and the trailer is set up to the story of the 3 kingdoms the game will focus on. It will launch on Switch, Xbox Series XS, One, and PC as well. And the final announcement from the show was Valkyrie Asylum, and it's coming to PS4 and 5 in 2022. The game is a new entry in Square Enix Valkyrie Profile series, which hasn't seen a home console entry since 2006. We got a quick look at the gameplay. It showed magic and sword combat against a variety of beast-like foes, and it looks exquisite. So, what do you guys think of State of Play? Anything you're most excited about? Me? TMNT all day, baby. I gotta get those turtles. That's gonna be fire. So, let us know what you think in the comments, people. Now, let's speak technical for a moment.
Technically speaking,
Your technological advancements.
1.21 gigawatts!
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Now, technically speaking, Apple had another event this past week. It's the Apple Peek Performance event. Let's run down what we learned. Apple kicked off a show by announcing it's carrying Friday Night Baseball with 2 games a night. This is the first time live sports are coming to Apple's TV streaming service. So, every Friday night, you get a baseball game. You get 2 of them. How's that for fun? The iPhone 13 and 13 Pro will soon be available in new extremely verdant alpine green colorway. The new models will be available for pre-order starting March 18th. The updated iPhone SE is finally here. As we expected, it features Apple's latest A15 Bionic processor and the same old design, complete with a home button. I missed the home button. Not only do you get the latest chip with its affordable iPhone, but it also features the same toughest glass as the company's other mobile devices. Plus, it features IP67 water and dust resistance. The iPhone SE will be available on March 18th with a standing price of $429, and pre-orders begin this Friday. The long-awaited iPad Air is finally here, and it has everything you've been waiting for and then some. We expected the iPad Air would get a new chip with the A15 Bionic, but Apple is leapfrogging that and installing the M1 inside it instead. Now, according to Apple, the M1 delivers 60% faster performance than the A14, 2 times faster graphics than the A14. Apple also makes a bold claim that the iPad Air is 2 times faster than any Windows laptop in its price range, and showed off its latest slate during Apex Legends. Yo, if it can run Apex, boy. iPad Air starts at $599 for the 64GB storage capacity. It's available for pre-order right now and releases on March 18th. Apple also unleashed the new computing chip called the M1 Ultra that goes way beyond the M1 Max. So it goes beyond Plus Ultra, huh? Cute joke. I'm sorry, I'll go on. This new chip is essentially 2 M1 Max chips that act as one through an extensive connection called Ultra Fusion. The resulting chip features a 20-core CPU, 64-core GPU. At the same time, Apple claims its new silicone uses 65% less power than a 16-core desktop. Okay. Apple has introduced a new desktop also called the Mac Studio. From the outside, it looks like an extra tall Mac Mini. It features 2 fans internally to pull cool air from the bottom and push heat to the back. It also has a bevy of ports, including 2 USB-C and an SD card reader up front, plus HDMI, USB-A, Ethernet, and even more USB-C on the back. Equipped with an M1 Max processor, Apple claims it's 50% faster than 16-core Xeon Mac Pro. And then with an extra M1 Ultra, it's supposedly 60% faster than a 28-core Xeon Mac Pro. And even with all that power, the Mac Studio will apparently only use 1,000 kilowatts less energy than a PC desktop over the course of a year. The Mac Studio with M1 Max starts at $1,999. Meanwhile, the M1 Ultra Mac Studio is going to cost you $4,000. Wow. That's a $2,000 difference there for the chip. All right, bet. That's cool. I won't be getting one, but hopefully anyone else out there is excited about this and will be getting their hands on this new Mac Studio. What are you guys excited about for that came from Apple? Excited about the new iPhone SE? Maybe the fact that we're getting baseball every Friday night? What you guys think? All right, you nerds, let's mark out.
So what you gonna do?
Goodbye and good night. Bang!
All right, you nerds, you wrestling smarks. This Mark Out News is brought to you by the word nostalgia. Let's go ahead and hop into these stories. Stone Cold Steve Austin confirmed to return for WrestleMania 38. Good old Stone Cold uploaded a video Tuesday morning in response to Kevin Owens' invitation to WrestleMania 38. The Canadian star closed out this week's Raw by challenging Austin to be his guest at the WrestleMania for a special edition of the KO show, which Austin accepted. Rumors that the Rattlesnake would be stepping into the ring for one more match started spreading rumors last month, but over the new weekend emerged stating that he would simply have a confrontation. Owens was consistently linked to Austin after he started repeatedly cutting promos about how much he hates the state of Texas. I mean, at this point, they've already done spear versus spear. I guess they're gonna do stunner versus stunner now. I guess, you know. But you know, it should be cool to see Stone Cold back in the ring, whatever he's doing. You know, I'm looking forward to it. We'll see what happens. And finally, Jeff Hardy arrives in AEW, and the Hardy Boys reunite. Jeff Hardy officially arrived in AEW during this week's of AEW Dynamite, saving his brother Matt after he had been kicked out of the AHFO faction. An emergency meeting among the members kicked off the second half of the show and resulted in Hardy getting booted after Private Party voted him out. Darby Allin and Sting ran out to assist, but it wasn't until Jeff's music hit that the heels finally ran away. Matt ended things by nailing Blade with the Twist of Fate, followed by a Swanton Bomb from Jeff. Tony Khan took to Twitter shortly after to confirm Jeff Hardy is now All Elite. Oh man. The funniest thing about that is that when Matt was getting his ass whooped, Jeff stopped for a few moments to dance in his theme song and then ran and saved his brother. That was the funniest part of all. But yeah, let's see what they do in AEW. Obviously, we're going to get the Hardys and the Young Bucks at some point, but there are a lot of other tag teams that I would still love to see the Hardys take on. Just kind of solidify them as one of the greatest tag teams of all time. But yeah, good news all around. But like I said, people, that is the pod. I told y'all it was a pretty long one, but glad y'all stuck around and hung out with me. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Like I said, that's the pod. I'm your boy Nick, so I'm about to get out of here. Thank you all for listening. Please be sure to listen to this podcast, subscribe to this podcast, let your boy know what you think about this podcast. Visit the website, doyouspeakgeek.com. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Court Chat. Check out our YouTube channel, subscribe to the videos there. As always, people, live to play to win to live. I speak geek. Do you speak geek?